And what we're standing in front of here today is a 2020 Ram with the 3-liter EcoDiesel. So what's new for the 2020 Ram with the EcoDiesel this year, it's an all-new Gen 3 3-liter diesel. A lot of improvements made relative to strength and materials, improvements in efficiency, improvements for NVH. Some of the main things: new turbo, new injectors, CGI block for increased strength. We also went to a low pressure EGR system this year with the Gen 3. And the benefits from that is the low pressure EGR pulls downstream from the exhaust as opposed to pulling exactly or directly from the exhaust manifold. So the essence, what you get is you get better turbo performance because you're not pulling that exhaust from the manifold and starving the turbo. So I get better turbo response, better turbo performance. Another benefit to that is with the low pressure EGR, I'm actually pulling it from behind the DPF. And for those that know, the DPF is the soot filter in the exhaust system. So now I've got clean EGR. So all of the soot things and concerns and worries of the past, those are eliminated with the low pressure EGR, which is a good thing for everybody from a service standpoint, maintenance and everything. Some of the other things with the new diesel, it's best in class torque at 480 pound-feet, and that equates to a max trailer of 12,560. So pretty good improvement from the outgoing model. Also, with that, we've got a new cooling system to support higher capacities as well. So following the heavy-duty strategy, in previous years, the charge air cooler was mounted in front of the radiator. Now, again, following heavy-duty, we've now put the charge air cooler down in this area down here, so I can get better performance and better cool down with the charge air temps by keeping those separate, and then I'm not putting that heat into the radiator, so I can somewhat optimize my radiator design for better overall cooling as well. There was weight reductions in the truck that came through from the 2019 model year. 100 pounds in the body, 120 pounds in the rolling chassis, and 100 pounds of that was in the frame alone. Use of high-strength steel, 98% high-strength steel in the frame, and also the use of high-strength steel and advanced high-strength steel in the body went up 42% to 54% total. So that combined, I get some weight reduction there, utilization of aluminum in the hood and tailgates to reduce weight, and also aero improvements. So between the active grille shutters that help direct the air around the truck, advanced sealing in the front, deployable air dam, which also helps. And if you've got an air suspension truck, it'll actually go into an aero mode, which is worth 1% for fuel efficiency as well. So one of the nice benefits from the standpoint of the EcoDiesel in our truck is that's also available all the way down to the tradesman models. So for the fleet guys that want either a common fuel with their other bigger trucks in their fleet, or if they've got infrastructure set up within their facility for diesel, the EcoDiesel allows them to have that one common fuel. And also in the tradesman, it's a very price-friendly option as well in the tradesman, so that the fleets can run with the diesels. With the improved efficiency with the Gen 3 and the fuel tanks that we offer, it's a pretty substantial range. So for some of those fleets that have outreaching areas or long commutes between their points, it'll definitely give them an advantage to have that extended range. So we offer two fuel tanks, a 26-gallon and a 33-gallon. The 26-gallon tank is standard on the quad. The 26-gallon is standard on the crew, and options to go up to the 33-gallon tank. The DEF tank is located on the driver's side inside the frame rail, just forward of the fuel tank. So in the fill access for the DEF tank is behind the fuel door, which for 2019 we actually made larger, so you can fill urea and fuel from the same location on the vehicle. So there are two different DEF tanks depending on what T-case you have, whether it's auto or not. So it's 5.1 and 5.7, so a small difference between the two, but it's basically a packaging difference. The diesel in the Ram truck goes through all of the durability testing just like any of our other products. The intent is to provide a very durable truck that'll meet the needs of our customers. And the testing we put them through is pretty rigorous compared to any customer usage, in the expectation that it can provide a long useful life, whether it's a personal purchase or it's a fleet purchase, to make sure that they have a reliable truck that'll last them a long time. The payload rating on the 3-liter is right around 2,040 pounds. And then of course, depending on options, right, it goes up and goes down from there, whether you've got a tradesman or you're a fully loaded Laramie Limited. One of the things to start out with, right, we've got a normal tailgate. So everything that a normal tailgate provides, the ability to set 2,000 pounds on the tailgate, the ability to put a set of ramps on the back to either load up, whether it's a lawnmower or a Harley or whatever, or four-wheeler, whatever, all that ability is still there. And so if you are loading with a pallet, right, they can set the pallet here and then slide it in. But the cool feature with the multi-function tailgate is the ability to utilize the swing doors. So there's a couple benefits from that. One, as you said, now I have full access to be able to put a pallet of materials in there. But also the nice part about it is the ability to just reach into the bed. You can utilize either side as kind of a handrail. You can utilize the step feature in the bumper to be able to climb up in, better access to it. One nice feature about this is even if you've got your trailer hitch in and you're hooked up to a trailer, the way with the 60-40 split, you can still open and close to be able to utilize both features of the tailgate without compromising or without having to remove the trailer, which is kind of a nice feature, because chances are if you've got a trailer in and you're trying to get something off or out of the back of the truck, you don't want to have to unhook the trailer to do it.